What if I told you that our lives are so interconnected, so intertwined, that if you gave me any 3 items, I could actually show you how they relate to each other? In a way, that's what journalism is all about, connecting the dots. Well, what if we put that theory to the test that pretty much anything and everything is in some way connected to each other? My name is Gabriela Martinez, and this is Connect the Dots, where we find out how 3 seemingly unrelated items are actually related to each other. So to do that, we put the names of a bunch of things in these 3 bowls. We have issues, events, and objects. I'm going to draw 1 piece of paper from each bowl to try to figure out how all 3 items are related. Are you ready? Here we go. Infertility. Let's see, what comes to mind is a pregnancy test, an OBGYN, and fertility treatments. Here we go now. The Arizona State Fair, fun. Okay, so I'm thinking roller coaster rides, fried food, corn dogs, and lots of kids. Bam, 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 bam. Cactus, all right. So aloe vera treatments for burns come to mind, and everything aloe vera, lotions, face masks, and body gel. So we have to figure out how cactus, infertility, and the Arizona State Fair are connected. Dun, dun, dun. Before I do start researching though, I'm gonna walk around my apartment complex and hopefully one of my neighbors helps me out with this. Okay, my UPS guy right over here.
Hey.
Hello. Okay, I'm trying to connect the dots between cacti, the Arizona State Fair, and infertility. What are you thinking? Thoughts?
Nothing. What does that mean?
Hi girls, how are you guys? Hi, any thoughts, ideas? Help me out,
Cactus.
girls.
Well, we're vegan. We've been plant-based for almost 3 years now, and cactus. Not only does it help you get pregnant, but it also helps you build natural women hormones, which in turn helps a baby.
Okay, ooh, vegan. Any other ideas?
The Arizona State Fair, full of everything, cacti, drinks, quickly pair margarita, yum.
Okay, so I haven't looked into those claims yet. That's what I'm here for. So may the researching begin. I'm going to start by looking for a cacti expert to see if cacti have any relation to infertility. I'm going to start there, but I don't know. I feel like any good cacti guru would have strong Instagram game. So let's take a look there. Oh my goodness. So I just found a self-proclaimed cacti guru.
Cactus have a lot of different uses. You know, they have some medicinal use. We eat them, you know, so we use them for nutrition and food, but there are some that also have medicinal purposes.
Can he connect the dots though?
I don't happen to know of a cactus that can cure infertility or that's used as medicine for infertility.
Also, let me just mention this, Marco is not a licensed medical professional. He just knows a lot about cacti.
But in the Sonoran Desert, into the Baja Peninsula, there exists the tallest cactus species, and there's a plant called Damiana. It's a desert plant in this region that grows alongside of the cardon and many other cactus species, and that one is famously used for infertility by many different Native American tribes.
He did mention Native American tribes, so I'm thinking I might reach out to an indigenous expert on cacti to see if they can possibly help me out. Valley healer Felicia Cocotzin Ruiz carries on the tradition of her curandera great-grandmother with indigenous healing and cooking. Bam! This is it. Curandera, which is Spanish for native healer. All right, let's contact her.
Although there may be certain species of cacti that have been used to support one's fertility, I don't feel comfortable sharing what those are because people tend to put all of the power into the plant versus feeling that they have the power to heal themselves. And in curanderismo, it's all about seeing everything holistically and using everything from movement and water and sleep and diet and all of those things that help people on their wellness walk. So although there might be a connection, I don't have a specific cactus to share with you today.
My game plan is to go ahead and research an OBGYN that can possibly give us some more information about this on the Western medicine side. For now, let's go to the Arizona State Fair. Now I present to you Mary Ellen Simmons, the Chief Coordinator of Exhibits at the fair. So let's ask Mary Ellen, is there any relation between cacti and the State Fair?
Think of cactus, we are loaded with cactus. We have cactus jelly, cactus syrup, cactus quilts, cactus on your t-shirt, cactus margarita. It's a good place to come if you're into cactus.
What about any connection to infertility? Turns out, kind of.
I'm probably the only infertile person there who has adopted 8 children, fostered 125.
Yes, she just said 125 kids. Can you believe?
I always intended to have 13 children. When I went to college, on my first dates, I would always say, oh, what do you think about 13 kids? And I had a lot of first dates because it wasn't like a big thing. Guys weren't dying to date me with that in mind. But when I got married, I married this fabulous guy who was fine with it. And when I got married, I had some trouble having children. We lost a baby at birth. I had 4 miscarriages. I said, well, how about foster care? They come and go. We can still love them. We can give them what we want to do, the memories of a good family, vacations, travel, library cards.
Who would have thought the connection between infertility and the fair would lie in this kind lady who's turned her infertility into an opportunity to help hundreds of kids? So I knew none of this before starting the scavenger hunt, but I want to go back to what self-proclaimed cacti guru Marco Moraz had to say about some Native American tribes using cacti to treat infertility. I want to see what some OBGYNs have to say about this.
If there are any threads, it would not be based on any kind of scientific literature or any research basis. It's more going to be association than anything else. But nothing that's specific.
Okay, so there's no link there, but as one tends to do with doctor visits, let's go ahead and get a second opinion.
Now, as you know, cacti are a plant, basically. What we have found in studies and in practice is that when you have a more plant-based diet, you can definitely increase your fertility. And that's not only for women, it's for men as well. We know that you all eat a more plant-based diet, that can definitely help decrease inflammation, therefore improving sperm counts and ovulation.
I did some research and found what Dr. Martinez is referring to. Harvard researchers reviewed a bunch of studies on fertility and found that many suggested diets high in fruits and vegetables were related to better fertility in women and better quality semen in men. Okay, so now let's review our findings. Now we know cacti are very connected to the Arizona State Fair because, well, there are a bunch of them at the fair. Infertility is kind of connected to the fair in that one of their long-term employees, Mary Ellen, she was unable to have children of her own in the early stages of her life, and so she decided to adopt and foster children, hundreds of them. When it comes to infertility and cacti, Dr. Erica Montes does say that a plant-based diet increases your fertility. Those are the links I found. What links can you find?